Welcome, everyone, to class 106 of the Biblical Foundation, which is the book of Genesis. Praise the Lord. Also, the book of beginnings, the beginnings of everything. And so let's review last week's class. And so we're just finishing up. And in fact, we're going to finish up again with the chapter 22 of Genesis. What a blessing it was. So we're still in the what I call the post offering of Isaac. So it's not the offering of Isaac, but what happens after the offering of Isaac. And so let's start with Pedro. Pedro, we'll do a lot of Bible verses here at first. Pedro, can you kindly start with Genesis chapter 22, verse 20?
Yes, and it came to pass after these things that it was told Abraham, saying, Behold, she hath also borne children unto thy brother Nahor.
Very well pronounced, thank you.
Yes.
E sucedeu depois destas coisas que anunciaram a Abraão, dizendo: Eis que também Milca deu filhos a Naor, teu irmão. Okay, Lucas, can you kindly read verses 21 through 22, please?
Uz his firstborn, and Buz his brother, and Kemuel the father of Aaron, and Chesed, and Hazel, and Pildash, and Jadlaph, and Bethuel.
Very good. Now listen, doing the Englishization of Hebrew words isn't easy. My only guess, I would say, instead of cheesed, because that kind of sounds like, cheese. And that if you're cheesed, then somehow you were like hit with cheese or something. My guess is it would be chesed. All right, just to avoid any confusion, chesed.
Yes.
But I'm just guessing. We need a Hebrew scholar, but that's okay. I prefer actually not going to the Hebrew or the Greek or the Aramaic. Uh, Uz, o seu primogênito, e Buz, seu irmão, e Quemel, pai de Arã, e Quezede, e Azo, e Pildas, e Gidlafe, e Betuel. E Betuel gerou Rebeca. Estes oito deu à luz Milca a Naor, irmão de Abraão. Pedro, did I say Quezede? Okay, I don't think so.
Yes,
It's
you say
okay.
correct.
Oh wow, okay.
Okay.
That's so strange. It's that difficult cheesed word.
Yes.
Okay, Ellington, can you kindly give us verse 23?
Okay, and Bethuel begat Rebek. This eight Milcah did bear to Nahor, Abraham's brother.
Oh, I think I already read that, but no, I think I jumped. It's true. Well, I missed something, but we'll do it again. E Betuel gerou Rebeca, estes oito deu à luz Milca a Naor, irmão de Abraão. And I'm repeating in Portuguese just to make sure that the English is completely understood. But these are mostly names, so it's like it hardly helps at all. Okay, Pedro, back to you. Can you kindly read question one in English?
Okay. Why might the Holy Spirit be detailing so many of Abraham's nephews?
Nephews.
Nephews. Okay.
Very good. Okay, so do you remember from last class we guessed why, but why there's always a reason, but we don't always know the reason, but there's always a reason why God's word says what it says. So, any ideas?
To make a contract between that after the offering of Isaac, and so Abraham knows the sons of his brother.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a comparison between the two.
Exactly. And so I think so. I think it's maybe another test of Abraham. But let's continue. So Lucas, can you read question 2 in English?
What almost happened on Mount Moriah?
Very good. All right. So you remember what we said last week? What almost happened? It didn't happen, but what almost happened?
Abraham almost killed his son
That's right.
in obedience to the Lord.
Okay. So since he almost lost a son, and he would be from 2 sons down to 1 son. And the one son, Ishmael, is not even recognized by God as a true son. So, yeah, all right. So Abraham is like, why don't I have so many sons? So, Ellington, can you kindly read question 3?
Okay. So how might Abraham have been feeling at the news?
Very well pronounced. Thank you. So, what do you think? Is he feeling only happy at the news? And so, Lucas, what do you think, Lucas? Is Abraham very, very happy at the news?
I think yes.
Yeah, he's a good brother. But is that all? When I say very, very happy, might there be some other feeling at the same time?
Maybe he was a little jealous.
Yes, jealous. Absolutely right. A little jealous. It's like, why, God, do I have like one son of promise? And remembering God has made a lot of has promised a lot through for Abraham's descendants. Okay, so he's feeling tested. Jealous is one thing. Maybe he's feeling tested. It's like, okay, I guess God is testing me again. So, Pedro, can you kindly read verse 24 in English?
And his concubine, whose name was Reumah, she bare also Teba, and Gaham, and Tahash, and Maacah.
Okay, very good. Let me try that in
Thank
Portuguese. É a sua concubina, cujo nome era Reumã, ela lhe deu também a Teba, Gaã, Taás e Maaca.
you. Good pronunciation.
All right, thank you. I have good teachers. Okay, so Lucas, can you kindly read question 4?
How many nephews does Abraham have from Noah?
Okay, so Lucas, what do you think? I think you might have answered this last week. What's the number?
Mm, 12.
Absolutely right. Okay. And what's another word for 12 in English that's used a lot? So 12 eggs is called how many? It's close to the word in Portuguese.
A deuce.
A dozen.
That's it.
Yeah, Dozen, dozen. Okay. Ellington, can you kindly read question 5 in English?
What might have of this news prompted?
Mm-hmm.
Abraham should next do.
Okay, very good. In that third word, I still heard a little bit of Javi. Okay, and so
Okay.
you have to remember no pronunciation of the E. And I know that in Portuguese, it's very hard to end a word with a consonant. So have, cut. No have-y. You didn't say it like it was very, very subtle, but and so have. No E pronounced. Excellent. Okay, so we're now on to chapter 23. Praise the Lord. So, Pedro, can you kindly read verse 1 of Genesis chapter 23 in English?
And Sarah was 107 and 20 years old. These were the years of the life of Sarah.
Well pronounced. E foi a vida de Sara de 127 anos. Estes foram os anos da vida de Sara. Okay, so Lucas, can you kindly read question A?
Sarah is the only woman in the Bible whose age at death is given. Why might she have received this honor?
Very well pronounced. Thank you. So, what do you think? Maybe you didn't know. Sarah is the only woman in the Bible whose age at death is given. So, why might she have received this honor? Well, let's go on to the next question because the next question helps answer the question A. So, Ellington, can you kindly read question B in English?
Okay. Abraham is often called the father of war.
Of whom? Yep. Okay. So, Abraham is often called the father of. What do you think?
Nations.
Sorry, what?
Nations.
A nation? Father of the nation? Yes. So, father of Israel. Okay, very good. I love it when Lucas answers boldly. Okay, but he has a name which is even bigger than father of Israel or father of the nation. He's often called,
Father,
yes,
father of faith.
yes, that's another one that's very good. And there's one more that's very close. He's the father of all believers. Okay, so, oh, well. So if Abraham is the father of all believers, Pedro, can you read question C? Then naturally we need to ask the following question, question C.
What does that make Sarah?
Okay, what do you say? All right, I'm going to go to Lucas again. If Abraham is the father of all believers, then Sarah is
The mother of all believers.
excellent. Okay, so I think we have a correct answer. Why she received that honor of being the only woman in the Bible whose age at death is given. And this is not just supposition. We're not just guessing. Let's look at the next verse to see if it agrees with our conclusion. So it's actually two verses, and we have our famous Bible verse reader, Lucas, to read them for us. So it's the Mystery Book, chapter 3, verses 5 and 6 in English, please.
For after this manner, in the old time, the holy woman also, who trusted in God, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling his Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement.
Very good. I think in the second to last line, I think you said calling his Lord, by calling him Lord. So you just a little more clear on the M, him Lord. Okay, so look at that. I put it in bold. Whose daughters ye are. Oh, okay. So Peter is talking to whom? To Christians. And it's saying that those Christians are the daughters of Sarah. Okay, so there it is. Let me try that in Portuguese. Aqui over here, 3, 5. Okay. Porque assim se adornavam também antigamente as santas mulheres que esperavam em Deus e estavam sujeitas aos seus próprios maridos, como Sara obedecia a Abraão, chamando-lhe Senhor, da qual vós sois filhas, fazendo o bem, e não temendo nenhum espanto. Okay, so it's amazing how the Bible, in various parts, confirms one thing or another. So the Old Testament clarifies something in the New Testament, something in the New Testament clarifies something in the Old Testament. What a blessing. Okay, Ellington, can you kindly read chapter 23, verse 2 in English?
Okay. And Sarah died in Kirjataba. Kirjataba. The son is Hebron in the land of Canaan, and Abraham came to mourn for Sarah and to weep for her.
Very good. The Abraham, I think you said Abraham come to mourn for Sarah. Come is the infinitive, to come, and this is in the past, so it's came. So you have to make sure to pronounce the A. So came to mourn for Sarah. Depois, verse 2, yes. Se morreu Sara en Kiriat Arba, e a Hebron na terra de Canaã. E veio Abraão lamentar Sara e chorar por ela. Okay, Pedro, can you kindly read verses 3 and 4 in English?
Yes. And Abraham stood up from before his dead, and spake unto the sons of Heth, saying, I am a stranger and a sojourner with you. Give me a possession of a burying place with you, that I may bury my dead out of my sight.
Very well pronounced. Thank you.
Thanks.
Depois se levantou Abraão de diante de sua morta, e falou aos filhos de Heti, dizendo: Estrangeiro e peregrino sou entre vós. Dai-me possessão da sepultura convosco, para que eu sepulte a minha morta de diante da minha face.
I have a little suggestion.
Please.
In the verse 4, it's possession. It's it sounds more of S. You say a
Okay.
little with sound of Z.
Ok, not uma possessão. Possessão.
Yes.
Ótimo. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. So that was Pedro. So Lucas, can you kindly read question D in English?
What Abraham have any other possession as a stranger and a sojourner?
Okay, very well pronounced. What do you think? Did he have any other possession? And by that I mean land. He had cattle, he had sheep, cows, horses, but did he possess any other land?
I think yes.
Well, okay, where?
I don't know. Where I don't know.
Well, it was a good guess. All right, it's one of the, it's like 50% chance of being correct, but I don't think so. All right, said amazingly, Abraham was promised the land. He was gonna, wow, you're gonna be the father of this nation that's gonna extend all the way from the Nile to the River Jordan to so this huge area. And he never owned anything other than a grave, a burying place. Wow. So remember, he left everything, all the comfort that he had at home to because God told him to, and then he was a wanderer, a pilgrim for the rest of his life. Okay, so Ellington, can you kindly read verses 5 and 6 in English?
Okay. And the children of Heth answered Abraham, saying unto him, Hear us, my Lord. Thou art a mighty price among us. In the choice of our sepulchres by bury thy dead. None of us shall withdraw from tree his sepulchre, but that thou mayest bury thy dead.
Very good. A few suggestions because there's a lot in those two verses. In the second line, it's mighty prince. I think you might have said pints. So
Okay.
so the I is closed, prince. And in the next line, it's withhold.
With
So
hope.
withhold. And so it's like you want to separate two words. So with and hold and pronounce them both. And finally, at the end, it's how thou mayest bury thy dead. Mayest. And there's some Old English there also, which is more difficult. Classic English, as I like to call it. Okay, responderam os filhos de Et a Abraão, dizendo-lhe, ouve-nos, meu senhor, príncipe poderoso és no meio de nós, enterra a tua morta na mais escolhida de nossas sepulturas. Nenhum de nós te vedará a sua sepultura para entrar a tua morta. Okay, so back to Pedro. Pedro, can you kindly read question E in English?
People of Heth are called what?
Okay, what do you think? How would you know? Wow, people of Heth, what are they called?
The Hittites.
Exactly right. Good, Pedro. So, and we know that from a future verse. Okay, so in verse 10, it's going to inform us that it's the Hittites. Very good. You're a very good student of the Bible. Okay, let's
Thank you.
continue. All right, actually, excellent. And so, Lucas, can you kindly read question F?
What are they offering Abraham?
Okay, very good. What do you think? It's very flowery, it's florid language that they're using here. But what are they offering him?
They are offering a land to be the sepulchre of the dead of the wife
Uh-huh.
Abraham.
Okay. But more than that, are they only offering a land, like a piece of land, or are they offering something more specific?
I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. It seems as though, remember, if we go back to the is it the end of verse 5 or 6? Let me see. Yeah, it's verse 6. And it says in verse 6, in the choice of our sepulchres bury they thy dead. So these are the Hittites saying, in the choice of our sepulchres. Now remember, sepulchres, where was Jesus buried? In a cave. Okay, so it's usually then something that's then been dug out from rock. So it's a cave inside, and that's the sepulcher often. And so they're saying, in the choice of our sepulchres, bury thy dead. So they're offering any of their sepulchres. And remember, where Jesus was buried was the sepulcher of a rich man, because it's not easy to have a sepulcher dug out and in a prime location. So to offer any of their sepulchres, wow, that's like high honor. Okay, so let's
Yeah.
continue on. So Ellington, can you kindly read verse 7 in English?
Okay. And Abraham stood up and bowed himself to the people of the land, even to the children of Heth.
Very good. Towards the end there, it's not even, it's even.
Even. Okay.
Yes, even. And if it had an ing, it would be evening, and then in this case, even. So, okay, so let me try that in Português. Então, se levantou Abraão, inclina-se diante do povo da terra, diante dos filhos de Et.
I
Wow.
have a suggestion.
Yes, please.
After the name, it's inclinou-se.
Inclinou-se. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so next question, and that goes to you, Pedro. Question G in English. Can you please read that?
Okay. Abraham is entering into what kind of process?
Okay, what do you think? So remember, the Hittites have already offered any of their sepulchres. And now Abraham, he stands up and he bows himself to the people. This sounds like a very formal process. What are they doing?
Showing respect.
That's true. They're showing respect, but they're also, and the people in the Middle East are famous for this. They're negotiating. Okay, it's not just, hey, we offered any sepulcher you want, done deal. As we'll see in the following verses, there's a complicated process that's going to happen here. Okay, so they're negotiating. It's an elaborate negotiation. Uh, okay, so Lucas, we get to finish up the evening with our famous Bible verse reader, Lucas. So verses 8 and 9 in English, please.
And he communed with them, saying, If it be your means that I should bury my dead on of my sight, hear me, and entreat for me to Ephron the son of Soar, that he may give me the cave of Machpelah, which he hath, which is in the end of his field, for as much money as it is worth, he shall give it me for a possession of a burying place amongst you.
Very good. Thank you. In the first line, Lucas, it's, I think, if it be your mind. You might have said mind, but mind. It's an open eye, mind. Okay, so, well, listen, Abraham is now, he's been offered any sepulcher. And what is he doing? He says, you know what? Ask Ephron, the son of Zohar, that he gives me the cave of Machpelah. So he's now he's been offered any sepulcher. Now he's asking specifically for one of them. So let me try that in Portuguese first. E falou com eles, dizendo: Se hei de vossa vontade que eu sepulte a minha morta de diante de minha face, ouve-me e falai para mim, por mim, a Efron, filho de Zoar, que ele me dê a cova de Macpela, que ele tem no fim do seu campo, que me dê pelo devido preço em herança de sepulcro no meio de vós. Okay, so, well, you know what? The class is so efficient with this crack family speaking English and pronouncing well and responding well. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. So, and now we don't have any more notes to look at, but let's continue for a little bit. And so there he is. He's now asking for a specific sepulcher, which is the cave of Machpelah. And so, Ellington, can you kindly read Genesis chapter 23, verse 10 in English?
We
Oh, you
don't
don't
have
have.
it.
That's right. It's not written. Okay, that's not fair. That's not fair. So how can you read? Well, how about this? Do you have your Alameda Corrigido Fiel?
Yes.
Okay, then let's switch. So go ahead and read that in Portuguese, and I'll read it in English. Okay,
Cool.
so go to Genesis 22 verse 10 to read
I,
it. Yes, Ellington. Yes, please. Verse 10 of chapter 23.
ok. Ora, Efron habitava no meio dos filhos de Et, e respondeu Efron, heteu, a Abraão, aos ouvidos dos filhos de Et, de todos os que estavam pela porta da sua cidade, dizendo,
Excellent.
ela,
Perfect Portuguese. Congratulations.
thank you.
So let me see if my English is okay. And Ephron dwelt among the children of Heth, and Ephron the Hittite answered Abraham in the audience of the children of Heth, saying, even of all that went in at the gate of his city, saying, okay, so Ephron the Hittite, so this is the verse that tells us that people from Heth are Hittites. He answers Abraham. Okay, and they're discussing this at the gate of the city. What did they do at the gate of the city? Usually, in the times of Abraham, even in the times of Jesus, what happens at the gate of the city?
The negotiations.
Exactly right. Okay, it's where they take care of business. You don't do business inside the city, you don't do it outside the city, you do it at the gate, the entrance to the city. Okay, so let's continue. So Pedro, I want to hear your very good Portuguese with verse 11, please.
Não, meu senhor, ouve-me. O campo te dou, também te dou a cova que nele está. Diante dos olhos dos filhos do meu povo, tá dou. Sepulta a tua morta.
Well, I'm very impressed with your Portuguese. Congratulations. Okay,
Bem,
so the English is, Nay, my Lord, hear me. The field give I thee, and the cave that is therein I give it thee. In the presence of the sons of my people give I it thee. Bury thy dead. Okay, so what did Ephron just offer?
I don't Ephron is offering the the land without a price. Is offering in I don't know how to
For
speak in
free,
English.
for free.
For free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, when it says I give it to thee, if you give, it's a gift. And it's
Yeah.
not just the land. What is he offering? He's offering,
The,
if we look at
the,
the verse together, he's offering what?
the cave.
Yeah. Well, the field and the cave. Okay, so there's a territory, land in front of the cave. And he's saying, oh, okay, take them both. So let's continue. We'll do one more verse. So verse 12, and that'll be Lucas's chance to show me how good his Portuguese is.
Então Abraão se inclinou diante da face do povo da terra.
Wow, it's so good. He's like very fast, very confident. And Abraham bowed down himself before the people of the land. Okay, so that sounds like Abraham is what? Is he unhappy? What do you think, Lucas? Is Abraham happy or unhappy?
I don't know.
Well, if you bow down, you've just been offered a free gift and you bow down. That sounds like happy to me. There's
Yeah.
a nice, a fun saying in English. He's a happy camper. Don't ask me why. Someone who's camping out in the woods, okay, but you're a happy camper. Even though you're out in the woods, you're like happy. He's like, oh, great. Thank you. He's grateful. Well, we're going to wait until next class to find out that nothing here is as it appears. Okay? That the reality is quite different in the negotiation. Okay? So hang on. This is what's called, I'll write this into the chat. It's called a cliffhanger. Can anyone tell me what a cliffhanger means?
I don't know.
Okay, so first of all, what is a cliff? It's
Cliff.
like a paredão.
Mm,
Okay, so it's
okay.
a stone rock face. Okay. And then what's a hanger? Someone hanging from a cliff? Yeah, it's a person hanging from the cliff. So it's like they're the cliff and they're hanging. So a
Interesting.
cliffhanger is when you're telling a story and everyone's like, "What's going to happen?" And you stop. Okay, so that's like
Interesting.
a cliffhanger. So movies, television shows, books often will do that. They'll end the chapter just when like, what's going to happen? He's hanging from the cliff. Will he hang on and live or will he, let go and fall? Okay, so we're going to leave this a cliffhanger until the next class. So before we end up, any questions or comments in English, please?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have.
No.
All right, Pedro and Lucas, you're A-OK in English?
Yes. All
Yes.
right.
Okay, excellent. So everyone is a happy camper. No cliffhanging for us. Everyone's a happy camper. So I'm going to end the recording and thank you everyone for watching. They make it very hard more here. Oh, look at that. Okay, thank you for watching.